Whoa, okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. Well, sorry, whoops. Well, that was a mouse slip, but that was going to resign. Alright. Casual, Alex? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Put your rating out there. You deserve it. You're all booked up, buddy. You're all booked up, Alex. You challenge me rated, man. Challenge me rated. You're the one that's prepared for this challenge. You need to get to 2200. Make it a rated challenge. Let's go. A friend of yours started teaching you Go. All right, good to have you, Julian. You challenge me in a week. You probably won't need that much time. Dude, 5 plus 3. Come on, dude. Maybe 5-0. 3 is the best, but maybe 5-0. 5 plus 3. We don't have time for that. The thing is, we got the tournament starting soon. How about 5-0 or 3-0? All right. Yeah, Julian is going to be booking up on Go. And we got him hooked. We got him hooked last night. So we got Julian playing Go. 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. A 5-minute challenge. Alex Pierce is booked up with Nakhmanson Prep up to his gills. And we'll see what he has come up with. Okay, we're going to get here by this move order. So a very well-prepared opponent and a very dangerous opening on the board. Okay, so this is probably the critical line. He's going to play king to f6. And then I'm going to have to be very resourceful. I mean, if he prepped this, he's going to play king to f6. And there's a million moves here. But you know what? What if I ignore this guy? And I play b4? b4. What's you going to do? I think this is a line that Stockfish actually misevaluates quite a bit. It's possible that black is fine here. But I believe the moves, you'll never play the moves. But I think if you go here, it's like bishop to f4 is the main idea. Both captures lose, but there's another good move. There is another good move. But we'll see if Alex can find it here. Yeah, this is my Leela prep. Leela understands these so much better. Stockfish says this is like -5. But then, like, Leela usually wins this position against Stockfish. Why b4 exclam? I don't know. What's cooler than b4? Another interesting move is actually b takes c3. h4 is, like, barely bad, and hard to refute if you've never seen them, are, like, both of these moves to g5. Okay, so the knight is still not moving your knight. So is the idea of b4 to go here? Well, the main move is actually knight to e7. So the opponent has not gone there. So I'm going to ask this knight just a simple question. I got a simple question for your knight. Where are you going to go? That's my question. I'm just asking for a friend. Where are you going to go? So it might be winning for black. King f6 might be winning for black. The more I look into it, though, like, the less and less sure I am, because I don't think the computer evaluation actually necessarily helps. In a lot of these cases, like the Stockfish always says, like, between -5 and -10, and then that, like, doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So I've been wasting weeks of my life trying to actually come to a proper conclusion on this king to f6 line. I've been looking at it for a long time. But I mean, a lot of it also is very technical. It's not even realistic. Like, the moves that you would have to play are just not realistic for human play. So, I mean, it's insane, and I have no idea, and I've looked at it forever. Here. Now, often h6 does not prevent stuff from going to g5, like, a lot of the times. So my question, I mean, obviously, I can take knights. What about rook to e1, though? Rook to e1. Does this knight actually have a square? Like, rook to e1, knight to d6, bishop to f4. What the heck is going on? Am I threatening there at some point to do some nasties? I mean, obviously, we can start taking knights. We can obviously take this knight. And this guy still doesn't seem to have a good dream. But the queen is pretty well prepared. I'm so curious about it. Yeah, I'm curious about rook to e1. This is like the Leela move. Leela never takes that knight on e4. So let's play like an engine here. Just you're up 7 points. All your knights are hanging. Let's see if the king actually lives. Because at some point I'm going to threaten to take here. I want my queen keeping your king from running away. And I want to have ideas of putting something on g5 where when you recapture, I need to make sure that your king can't escape at all. So I'm assuming bishop to f4 is the move. It just seems like that's typically the typical move. But this is insane and, you know, beyond normal people's ability. Or not even just normal people. This is beyond anybody's ability here to actually play this correctly. Knight here. Knight here. Pawn takes, bishop takes, king g6. What the heck is going on there? It's probably, I betcha it's bishop to f4. Usually this is the idea and you take this thing, is like the main idea in a lot of these things. Hey, Angelica Chessborn, rating with a party of 32. Holy cow, I hope you had a great stream. We are having an insane battle here against Alex Pierce, who is booked up on the Nakhmanson here. And we're trying to get to the bottom here. He's up 7 points, but the king is on f6. How the chicken can be a vampire? Why can't chickens be vampires? Chickens can be vampires, as far as I understand it. It's my strong belief. Good to have you guys. Welcome to all the raiders. Hey. Thanks for coming over. We'll have to check out Angelica Chessborn, who I think was the only other streamer on Lichess for a while. So hopefully you had a great stream. Okay. This is actually typical. You found this. I can't believe it. That's typically one of the places that the computer likes to put the queen. And I feel like this is the normal response, which is funny. Like, because I've seen kind of, not this exact position, obviously, but like, but the problem might be g6. This is so tough. This is an insane position. Bishop check doesn't work. Well, we'll try our luck over here. Just because it feels like the normal square. But this might be an issue, so let me try to solve that. This is about to get intense. I'm going to have to focus here, guys. I'm going to have to focus here. G6. I'm looking at a lot of different checks. I'm not entirely satisfied with any of them, but maybe this one, though. Maybe G6, bishop E5. I'm trying to see if the king can actually go anywhere in that line. Like, maybe the king could just move. It's very possible the king just moves there. But at least, I mean, I should always be getting some checks in the position. Yeah, I'm going to try this one. If you take, I think I'm happy. Because if you take, I take that check, and then we're on this guy. So I don't think you can take. I think you need to run away. Then I'm just going to have to move the queen somewhere. But then, if you take my bishop and I take back, it's at least a check. The king might be safe, though. Maybe there's not enough actually going on here. So I like that move for the opponent. But, yeah, if you take here, I get to take with check, and then the king will have to go back. The g-pawn will be hanging, and if I take this way, we're going to get a lot of pressure on this bishop. I imagine king e8, we go back. There is a little bit of pressure. Okay, so now maybe rook up and over. Rook up and over. Sack a knight, too. Rook up and over. You take my knights, you're on the run. There's no way the king lives there, right? There's no way the king would be able to live. Even if I go here now, you take my knight, I give this check, you're on the run. I'm trying to look, I mean, I don't see anything better. I mean, there's other stuff, but let's sack a knight! Let's sack a knight! I haven't sacked enough. I want to sack even more. Alright, so now, let's... most people would move their knight in this situation, I'm sure of it. I might be one of those people. Okay. Shoot. I need my knight there, though. My knight is so good there. Has it finally cracked for me? Have I finally fallen apart? Going back can't be right, but I don't know what else to do. Okay, now he's gone there. Let's bring in the last piece here. Try to get the last thing into the game here. And now we have this for our knight. So, yeah, we'll go here right away. Okay. Oh, does this work? If queen takes, check takes, rook check. Oh, does that actually work? Can I play here? We'll ask you the question. We'll ask the serious question. Oh, no, wait, no, you're defended against that. But, okay, we snuck it in there. We snuck it in there. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. Let's take this guy. What's gonna happen? Oh, Alex, you might be in trouble, buddy. You might be in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's try to play a good move, because this has already been insane. I want to find a good move here. I don't know. Let's just take something and win this game on time. But we win the game! We win the game! Now, here is the problem. Here's the problem. Stockfish is not going to be any help at analyzing this game. That's going to be the big problem here. That's going to be our issue. Especially low-depth Stockfish. So, I mean, I'm talking about Stockfish. I let it think for several minutes, you know. And it still usually loses. But here we go. So this is insane. This is, when it comes to the Nakhmanson, King F6. And we're playing somebody that's well-prepared. And we know in advance, if somebody plays King F6, they're obviously prepared. There are several lines here. Let me actually see if I have some of them. Do I have some? Well, I don't want to give away everything. So I have a couple of lines that I've analyzed. Both of these moves, Stockfish seems to get wrong. This one actually, like, I don't know. This one might even win for white, like, for real. Because what does it do? There's some line. The problem is it's not going to help me at all. What is the line? We played this the other day. Does anyone remember what the line is? It's not here. It's like here or something. And then there's some move we need to insert here. Well, yeah, it's like maybe it is here. I don't know. There's somewhere. I'll never remember it. But I have a file on it. That it gets this wrong. And then this one also, I was testing this out. There's other moves I've tested. H4 is interesting, but it has, like, one small flaw. Both of these moves are actually really hard to refute. But B4 is, like, to my mind, just the most fantastic. Because you leave this guy hanging so many ways. You don't take this thing back. But then 97 is pretty sure the only line that might make this difficult. I've gone very deep. I've spent a lot of time looking at a lot of lines here. Like, I've spent a lot of time. You have to play knight to e7 is my general understanding. So this should be wrong. A sensible person would now take on this knight. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do a Leela review of this, but probably not right now. But already it's equal. Okay, if this is equal, you want to be white here. Thoughts on Nakhmanson? Why do you, in the chat there's a poll for your thoughts on the Nakhmanson, and you're saying some Patzer voted for forced win for white. It's probably not a forced win, but the King F6 variation is just such a mystery to me. So I played here, and obviously I understand that Stockfish is never going to like what I'm doing. I'm not trying to impress Stockfish. I got another engine I'm trying to impress. So I'm going to go do a very serious analysis of this game, like afterwards, after this stream. Here, and we'll see exactly what is going on. This was a fantastic game, so I do appreciate Alex taking some time booking up so that we can actually see what the heck is going on in this thing. So possibly, I mean, yeah, around here you probably are winning, but I don't know. I gotta go deeper. So I appreciate it, Alex, for taking the time. Hey everybody, you guys just watched me play this super exciting game against Alex, and I wanted to take just a second here to do a slightly deeper look here. I got Stockfish here in the bottom left-hand corner, and I got Leela Chess Zero, the neural network that has a similar learning process to, say, Alpha Zero, that sort of a thing. And I just want to kind of take a little bit of a look, and I want to see how each one of these engines evaluate these positions when it comes to the Nakhmanson. So we get this really exciting position. And the first moment here that I really want to stop is in this position. Immediately, Stockfish says king to e8, and I think if I actually lift this up, we'll get to see what depth they're on. You'll also notice the depths are not really comparable. Leela will always be like a lot smaller than Stockfish. But there it is. King f6 seems to be the best move. Leela is unimpressed. You can go back, you can go forward. Leela doesn't really care. And here, though, Stockfish really has strong opinions. You got to play rook to e1. Everything else is just busto. Leela, for her part, will kind of suggest that like everything is equal. H4 is fine. Queen takes e4. Rook e1. Like everything's fine. And in the game, I played b4, so we'll come back to that. I did want to point out, I mentioned this b takes c3 line as being one of the exciting ones. And, okay, they both agree on queen e7, but you can see there's a huge difference in -5, or is this position minus 0.8? Which one is it? And there was this one line, I have a suspicion that Stockfish has now learned, because I think it learns a little bit as we go through. But after knight to c5, which you saw right there popping up, there's one interesting line here, which is off of everybody's radar, is knight to f7. This is an interesting one. Queen e6 probably is the best line, but I think this one actually might lose as well. Either that or it's a forced draw. I can't really remember. But queen takes f7, which you can see. Stockfish says this is minus 4.2, so that's very bad. But I think this just leads to a forced mate. So Leela says this is equal. Stockfish says minus 4. Queen to g5 is the move. And after some amount of time, this king is just going to be hunted down. King d6, or else it's mate. Stockfish still at like minus 4 territory. Bishop f4, and let's just see what happens here. Uh-oh, we're getting a little bit of lag here. There it is. It's finally discovered it. Knight to e5, which now Stockfish sees is the end of the world. After it takes, the king goes over, queen takes c7. Leela still hasn't caught up to it yet either, but Stockfish now has changed the evaluation. Leela always says everything is okay. But yeah, this should actually just lead directly to a checkmate. The brilliant move here is rook to b3. Not that anybody would like find all these moves, but it's just a cool variation that kind of indicates what's going on here. Knight takes b3 loses. It wants knight a4 now. I think in the past it wanted knight takes b3, but whatever. I mean, I've gone through this, and there's actually like there's a ton of stuff like this. If you do play around, this will eventually just lead to a checkmate, I believe. Now it's suggesting sacking the queen, which is not going to work out well. One cool idea, I will just point out what the cool idea is, that if you go here, it looks like queen e7, and it's going to be a checkmate, rook a1. So anyways, that's all I really want to go into with the b3 variation. I'm a little bit more curious about the b4 variation here. I want to take a quick look, and again, you can see there's this huge difference. So Stockfish thinks it's like -5 or worse, and Leela thinks it's like -1. So Leela's not really impressed. Now h6 is coming to the radar. They're both kind of on this a6 thing. Knight d2 is an interesting move. But what was played in the game here was bishop to e7. So let's use both of these to kind of see where we're at. So yeah, Leela is unimpressed with everything. This is totally fine for me. b5 seems to be a good move. Now knight to d2, and like this seems to be the only move. They're both in agreement with knight to d2 in this position. So after h6, it probably is time to maybe it's time to take on e4. Who knows? And if I take on e4 here, which I saw, obviously, it's probably not that big of a deal. The king's still on f6, so anything's really possible. But I get a little carried away. And again, Stockfish, not going to be my friend. Leela is a little more forgiving of my move. And after knight to d6, rook b1. Wow, rook b1 is a funny move. Rook b1. Yeah, whatever, rook b1. And then obviously g6. G4 given by Stockfish. G4, which will be met by g5, is the Stockfish line. So you can kind of get an idea of how insanely hard this would actually be to play in a game. And here, wow, Alex playing like Alpha Zero. And yeah, Queen G8 is like, or sorry, not Alpha Zero. Leela's like Queen G8. That's the move, only move. And yeah, maybe knight takes b5 is what Stockfish would have done. But yeah, you can just kind of tell. It's really cool. G6 is what I thought. You can tell maybe I just thought of these moves because I've been kind of analyzing this with Leela. So Queen G8 is on my radar. G6 is on my radar. I'm a little influenced by Leela in these positions. So this one was actually bad here, it appears. Because, yeah, King F7, which everybody sees. Yeah, so around here, I mean, it was getting a little bit tough. I obviously could have played better. King f6 was a very nice move, I think. Wow, actually, king f6, not impressing Leela. King e8 only move, which is also what I thought. My brain has switched. My brain has switched. I now just think like Leela. I didn't see king f6 during the game. But queen d4. Queen d4 is the way to go. Just lining them up. And in a lot of these positions, when you just line up for discovered attacks, good things are going to happen. But maybe rook e3. Rook e3 is on the radar. Queen f3. A lot of moves kind of on the radar. Knight f5. Leela here actually just plays rook a to e1. But rook f3 is a stockfish move. d6. Yeah, so maybe here I now have no chance. I don't think there was anything else I could do but move the knight. But Leela shocks me yet again. Shocks me yet again. Rook e1. I was really trying not to move that knight. But, okay. So, yeah, here we're losing. But it was such an insane game that we won a lot of time. Was there any cool moves here? Sorry, let's just give Leela another chance. But, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out because it is just fascinating to me. The two engines, they do evaluate things so much differently. And it's actually really cool to go through and just kind of see how they both do it. I'm going to be using Leela a lot more to see and a lot of other different lines, especially with the Nakhmanson, but, you know, just going through my repertoire one more time with Leela, seeing if there's anything she picks up on that maybe Stockfish doesn't. So, I don't know. I thought this might be interesting for a few people, so maybe I'll leave this in the video. If you guys did like this, let me know. Maybe we can do some more Leela vs. Stockfish videos, too, in the future. Just let me know if that's something you want. Let me know in the comments below. And make sure you come follow me on Twitch. My name is Vampire Chicken. You can come find me. We play Nakhmansons all the time. It seems like every day I'm playing the Nakhmanson over on Twitch. So if you're interested in this really cool, complicated stuff, come follow me, and maybe we'll even play a game one day. I'll see you then.